Hey everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the vlog. In today's episode, we're going to be breaking down the S3. We're going to be taking all this apart, and hopefully we're going to get to a bottom or get a list of all the parts that we need to get. So let's not waste any more time. Let's start taking this car to pieces. Okay, so today, first thing we're going to do, we're going to jack the car nice and high. If you notice, we've parked the car in the middle of the garage, so we've got access to both sides. That's important. I might move some of my toolboxes out of the way, so we've got clear access to either side. But that's going to allow us to really get this car up nice and high, and then we can take a look underneath and see what damage we have on the vehicle, and then we can start ordering parts. So let's get on and crack on and jack this car up. Okay, so with the car nicely jacked up, we're now going to focus on taking off this crash bar in the front here. So in true German style, this is going to be a 16mm socket from what I've seen in the instructions. So we'll take this apart and we'll just work our way back until we basically remove these radiators, and then we hopefully will get to see the engine. So our object for today's video is to get to the engine so that we can see what we're dealing with in terms of the damage. Okay, S8 toolbox time. What are we going to take with us? Well, I think we're going to need one of these. We're going to need a 16mm socket. We'll take the smaller one of those, so we'll take that. We'll leave these ratchet. Actually, no, we're going to take that ratchet as well. And of course, we're going to use our trusty power ratchet as well. And then I think we're going to need some spanners to kick us off. So let's take our 60mm spanner, and now we're ready to start. Okay, so crash bar is off. There's a little bit of twist that end, just the end plane slightly bent. This end, more significant damage, so I will be replacing this with a new one, or at least a second-hand one. So I will be seeking that, just checking out the old part numbers and then replacing it. Now, let's get these guys off now. You can see our slam panel is completely destroyed. I've got a new one on order. But I just want to take that off and get these radiators off, and let's see what damage we've got behind there. I'm a little bit nervous what's behind there because it's very oily. I'm hoping that it's just an oil pipe or something, but we'll know in the next half hour. Okay, so we have taken off the 3 radiators, so you can see in the front there the condenser, that is proper damage and it's completely gone. Behind we have the air cooler or the intercooler, that's also gone, and the radiator, that's the one behind, that's also gone too. So in order of display, and over here we've also got the this is the crash panel, or the slam panel I should say. Now I've learned a lesson from when I did the Seat Leon, which is keep the broken parts, especially if they've got the part number on them, because it makes it easier for you to source new parts and to make sure you have the correct part, because manufacturers tend to use the same parts in different model of cars, but different spec cars may have a slightly different model and it may look the same, so it's always wise to keep these parts. So even though these bits are smashed up in the past, I've been very quick to get rid of them so that I can basically clear space, but I will be keeping these so that I can make sure that when I get the replacements, A, they match, and B, they are the correct part. Okay, so engine wise, we are getting closer. We can see some more damage. The alternator, that bracket there, that's broken. We've also got this pipe here, that's also broken. Our fan belt here, that's damaged. And there's all sorts of stuff going in here, so I'm gonna have to get a little deeper in here. And also this here is cracked, you can see that's damaged, so I'm gonna have to replace this piece as well. So we really have got some stripping down to do. And this intercooler pipe, I think that's got a bit of damage on there. I'll have to check to see if that's gone through, but either way that pipe will need to be replaced, because if I leave that as that is, that will just break after a while, especially if it's it is a boost pipe, which is under pressure. That will just eventually give way. Might even be an opportunity for me to get some silicone, who knows. Let's take a look. This here, I don't know what this is, I'll find out. That's broken. You can see the plug is all right, but the actual connector, that's come away. So that is damaged, that will need to be replaced. And literally we're just gonna have to strip all of this away just so we can get back here and see what else is going on. There's lots of stuff going on here. I'm most concerned about this here. I'm not sure whether that's actually been crushed or not. It looks pretty close to it, so it does look like it is actually damaged, but unless I know for sure, it's going to be difficult. Right, okay, the last thing I'm going to do today is I want to take the under tray off, because I want to see if that's damaged, and if the under tray, well, I want to see if there's the sump underneath is damaged, and if that's damaged, it's a plastic sump, so we can replace that. So let's see if we can get that off now. Okay, so we've done a little bit more investigation, and the engine leaning, I think we've figured out what that is. It would seem that the engine mount on this side here is broken off, and the engine has dropped down, which is the reason why the fan belt has fouled, because it's obviously caught up in some stuff. So I'm not sure what that means. If anyone does, comment below. It definitely means engine out job, but I'm not sure whether the mounts that are broken off have broken the casing, and that's why we get an engine oil coming out. So if you know, let me know in the comments. But yeah, this project might have stopped before it's even began, but hey, we don't do things by halves here, so we're going to continue doing that. So we're going to investigate this further, and we'll pick up next week. Okay, so we've done a lot today. At least we got the front off, and that's the main thing. We've got to now investigate what that issue with the engine mount is, whether it has actually holds the side of the casing. If that does, then that's definitely a new engine job. So we'll let you know during the week or next week as to what progress we've made and what we've discovered. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe down here and share this video and click that notification bell as we continue with our S3 project. Have a good week.